potentially. They do have the 2/2 blocker, but yeah, opponent knows that it is useless. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back. I'm Supreme Verdicts, a practicing attorney by day and a magic strategist by night. After a long day of working on the rule of law, I come home to master the laws of magic. Today we are doing some pick 2 through the Omenpaths, Spider-Man, whatever you want to call it, draft, and kind of looks like the gems here. It's 900 instead of 1500. I think it's cheaper to actually go with gems. Although notably, it is 4 wins and 2 losses, meaning these games are going to go by a lot faster because we are not getting to 7 wins. After all, if we win all 4 of our games, we're good to go. And if we lose, we really only have 1 loss to give is what I'm trying to get at. Afterwards, we are screwed. Pick 2 draft, I've done once for Foundations. I have not even looked at Omenpaths really, outside of just kind of putting the cards together and equating to Spider-Man. I have, however, looked at the Spider-Man cards a little bit. And I do know that we are looking at allied color pairs specifically. That is what is going on here. Drunith is interesting. I don't know if this is going to be particularly good. Let me get my card over here. Make sure. Yeah, it's enemy color pairs, and it's also just hard to enable. I do like Sarna the Silken Throne, and I like Robotics Mastery, and I know there is an Azorius modified theme. That's what I'm currently looking at. But there is also a Prison Break here, which is just kind of a reanimation effect. We have a Rhino's Rampage as a fight spell, which is pretty decent. Actually, is that what I want to go with instead? Go with a reanimation spell and a fight spell? What do I think our opponents are going to do? I do think these work better together. And then we also have the Knife Trick and the Mob Lookout in here, which fit the bill as well. All right, let's audible. We're going to go for Prison Break. We're going to go for Rhino's Rampage. This is just like generic fight, right? Target creature gets +1/+0. Fights a creature and opponent controls. Excess damage does more things. Cool. What's this? Duskmourn's Claim. 3 mana. At the beginning of your end step, 2 players each reveal top card. Lose life equal to the mana value by the one revealed on the other side. Great in Commander. Probably not great in Limited. But, you know, not bad either. Principled Referee is pretty good, and I like Spectacular Tactics a lot. Generous Betty Rays, not bad either. In fact, kind of punished for not going the direction of the white cards previously. That being said, we do have a Mayhem card here, and we do have a Mayhem Payoff, or when this is when we discard a card, we get to do something. Though I think the best cards here is probably just the 2 white cards. Fortunately, with white, we really can only go in the green direction. I do like the Ozor as well. Let's see what we pick up. We're going to go with the best cards at first and see where we land. Beginning of your end step, you may tap 2 untapped creatures and or treasures. If you do, draw a card. Otherwise, sacrifice this enchantment. I just don't know if that's going to be good enough in a draft format. Secret Identities, not bad. Although I do like Sudden Strike, and here we are getting a decent red-green card. The Eccentric Arachnologist. Arachnologist? Arachnids? Okay. We're kind of doing a white thing for right now. Let's see how it goes. And 1 mana of any color. That's not bad. I do like that. We are also... Okay, just in general, these cards are not the worst. White has dried up here. I don't think these black cards are any particularly good. Sure, let's try these both out. There was also the Tree Charlie if we want to go for a 4-color deck. All right, making it back around, we do have the Mob Lookout, and we have the eccentric Arachnologist. God, that is a tough one to say. I think here we're actually going to go for... Now, we do have the 2 kind of... We have the 2 cards that let us discard. I just don't know. Okay. And that makes it back around as well. I just don't know how good it is going to be. I don't think we're playing blue at this point. I think we can safely get rid of that. I think we're really looking at going with a white deck of some kind, or going with red, green, white, green, or red, green. Seems to be our direction currently. which, you know, here's white and green in one land, which is pretty nice. Luis Pompous Pillager, X, black, X, enters with that many counters and then deals that much damage to an opponent with lifelink. That's a really strong card. That's a really strong card. But we also have some kind of generically... Are we at all green? There's just some good white, like a good white card here, then a decent green card. I mean, this is base 3/4 vigilance. It's like okay. Old referee. What if we go with the Perilous Lunge, Mothwing Shroud? We let our opponents kind of pick up some of the black. We have one like okay black card, but nothing particularly good. Okay, I think this is the direction we're going in. We're gonna follow Numoth the Nummy and just go for black green or white green. My goodness, I do like Outsmart the Amateur a lot, and I like New and Sumi a decent amount as well. What is this? Whenever it enters, another target creature gains flying. This enters with a +1/+1 counter and then moves its counters. We have another +1/+1 counter. And I think Perilous Lunge also puts a counter. Yeah. So we'll grab a couple of those. Or at least one of those. Notably, the uncommons were taken. And so was the rare. This pack may have just not had that many to begin with. I think we'll go with... Oh no. Yeah. The pick 2 is... difficult. You got to make sure that you have your 2 selected accurately by the end of it. All right, we can go with the Wonderweave. We are quite heavy on the white. We still have the Fearsome Ridgeline in case we do want to go for some kind of splash here. It does feel like red-black is open, which is a shame because that's what I kind of wanted to go with to begin with. What is this? Copy target activated or triggered ability. Just can't be... it can be good. It just needs to be built around if you're going to do it in draft. Free Strider Aces I like a lot, actually. I just like these cards. Give a target creature first strike and vigilance. I think they're pretty decent. And we'll go ahead and pick up the tap land while we're here. I don't think Favored Fighter is... It's fine. I'm not impressed or anything in particular, and I like the idea of just grabbing some fixing while we're at it. We'll go for another Arachnologist here. Although the question is, what's our current curve out? It's fairly low. We can go for some top end cards. I guess secondarily we'll take a Kazuo just to have in case. After all, we're seeing this black-red potential opening. We'll pick those up, might as well. Sure. I don't think we have good black-red cards. They're completely opposite from what we've been grabbing, but we'll go for it. Look at target opponent's hand, choose a card type other than creature, and it costs 1 more. That's just not good enough, right? I just don't think that is good enough. We have another Perilous Lunge. There is the 3-mana 3/3, and it does enable Enweb, but we don't really have a lot of Enweb currently. So I think we go for another Free Strider Ace. Fill out our curve a little bit more. So now we're a little heavier on the 3s, and we can move into some of the higher ones. Equal to the number of lands. That's a good card. I like that one. I like this one. Rouse the Swarm is good. We only have 1 spider. We're not really the spider and in web deck right now, which is why City Pigeon isn't a high pickup here. But I do like us just kind of curving out into a bigger top end. That is what we're going for right now with this deck. God, these drafts are fast. Is this worth splashing for? Can we flicker this or bounce it? We don't have enough in web, do we? Probably not. Do we want... We don't have enough top end currently. Guess we'll grab another Spectacular and... Sure. Trample is probably the better idea, just because we are going to be able to put counters on it in general. let's go ahead and just grab this. When this enters, exile a target creature card and a creature connives. That's fine, but it's not great. Yeah. White-green kind of dried up towards the end here. Is there any other direction we want to go into? Because now we are lacking top end. I think we splash black, maybe? Or are we splashing red? I mean, we'll just go for these. That's fine. I don't know if we're going to play them, but we may as well just kind of have this as an option. Okay, the Mayhem deck was here. I have regrets, but such is life. That is what happens, and that's okay. Do we want to go Naya in any capacity? Naya or Abzan? Is that at all going to be supported? Let's take a look at what we've got here. So we do have a decent, not anything particularly amazing. Green-white, beat down kind of deck. Generic green-white beat down. We are sorely lacking top end. We are missing those kind of big red top cards. Let's just take a look though. We've got good removal. We've got a couple good combat tricks. Do we have enough evasion last year? The eccentric anarchologist is a lot worse now because we don't have a lot of spiders. Yeah, we have 2 spiders total, and we're not actually trying to ramp particularly hard. That being said, what else would we throw in here that we would prefer? Temple Trap's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad, you know? And we do have this Ominous Asylum, and we do have Conius Horizon Splicer. This is a cool card. All right, I think what we can do is add in the Cosmo for another top end. We'll add in the Anarchologist because this is Arachnologist. This is mana of any color. And that is important. We can just splash if we would like. We can also throw in the Treat Trolley to make sure that we have the lands that we need at the time we need them. I don't think that's good enough. I think the Fearsome Ridgeline is good. Let's finish picking out what actual cards we want. I guess we'll do Dreadfang here. It's a 3 mana, 3/4 Vigilance, which isn't the worst thing in the world. It's particularly fine. It's not exciting in any way. And then we can just have in Suburban Fearsome Ridgeline and 1 mountain that we can fetch for with our Zan Tunnelweb Explorer if we need. I am a little nervous with our double white card in this. A little bit nervous, but not too nervous. How many legends do we have? Does this not tell us? No, that would be convenient. That would be convenient. All right, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 legends, and this gives Menace to a legend. I say we just ship it. Let's get into some games. Oh, do not want that many mountains. I think just 1 mountain plus the Ridgeline plus the double mana fixer. Probably good enough. Maybe it's not great enough, but I don't want to go below 8, 9 different sources of my main colors. Yeah, we don't have anything that mills. I think this is fine. We're getting in there. This is nuts and bolts limited. This is how I like to start any kind of draft format. We have a lot of 2-drops. We've got some combat tricks. We are mostly creatures. We're not necessarily paying a ton of attention to the mechanics like in Web, but we do have some synergies like picking up the draw card as we need to. We're figuring out where we stand with this. The draft didn't go exactly as we had hoped or anticipated, but that's okay. We kind of learned a bit as we went. Mayhem was quite open, and we actually would have ended up with, I think, a really sick Mayhem-enabled deck. But that requires a little bit more thinking, and I'm okay with just big creature beat down. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as we face against Golden Shower. And as I realize that my audio has not actually been providing any audio from the game, this will hopefully fix it a bit. There we go. All right, we're good to go. Opponent seems to be playing a spider deck. We'll start off with fixing our mana. We'll go into a very nice 2-3 make do afterwards, kind of curve out. Wow, that was interesting. You know, to each their own. Let's get our crime scene instructor on. We now have the double white for some of our later cards, as well as double green as we need it. Probably want a free stride or ace next turn, as they are, yeah, doing not much of anything. Now, is this something I need to be careful about? I don't think so. I think I'd rather just get down the Scouring Storm Soul. After all, we can return this from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Or free stride or ace to give vigilance and first strike. No, let's get down big creature. All right, they have something for 1 mana. Flying Leap, was it? Is that the one, the white one? We didn't pick up any of those, but it was like +1/+3 in flying, I think. They're gonna pay, probably get a land. It's decent value. This can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Good to know. I think here, do we want to force the issue with a Perilous Lunge and then be able to attack in with our Storm Soul regardless? Probably not. I think our Storm Soul will anyway be able to. So let's go ahead and free Strider. At the beginning of combat, we'll give it over to our crime scene instructor. Let's see if we can use them to use a combat trick. Get rid of the Storm Soul. This is a cool card. I actually really like this as I'm looking at it. It feels resilient. But we are the aggressor in this position. Opponent has only put an 0-2 onto the board so far, along with... Yep. Wow, there it is. Lively Leap. Okay. It'll eat that. We'll put this onto Free Strider, which will now then be able to attack through their Fine Woven Chariot. We are very much okay with this. It's unfortunate, but, you know, we are okay with it at the end of the day. Can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. That's fine. We're just going to remove that. Yeah. And then be able to get in. They will be able to double block now. I didn't realize they couldn't crew that. That's funny. That was my bad not looking at the math. Not what we wanted to see, but I think that's okay. They can get the 3/1 online now, so we'll just go ahead and knock out their 4/4. Let's make this the problem. They crew. It fights. This is now not doing particularly great. But that's okay, because we can give it first strike and vigilance and still attack in with it. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and so then we'll be able to get in as well. Look at this. Alright, did I mess up my combat math? I don't think so, because the 3/1, yeah, they can't block the 2/3, they can't double block this, but also if they were to double block our Free Strider aces, both would die. The pressure is mounting on our opponent. We are missing land drops, and as soon as we hit more, the Scouring Storm Soul will just become more and more problematic. They don't attack. Predictively, we'll go ahead and just continue with our onslaught. Yep. Yep. I think at this point we'll just go ahead and put it on here. I know the 4/5 is better to have with vigilance, but I'm just being annoying at this point. Okay, let's get down our Arachnologist. Now we have red mana next turn for Dreadfang, so we can start unloading our hand a little bit more. It's unfortunate when we get both of our red cards at the same one. Like, comment, and subscribe if you think that Golden Shower is having a good game here. I realize that goes against me. How about this? Like, comment, and subscribe if you don't think that Golden Shower is having a good game. They do have a cute little pet, and look at this. We've got the new Slither pet. Those are terrifying. Actually, I think my image is blocking it, but that's okay. Opponent is running out of cards here. Nice. They now have a 4/5. Good for them. We have a 5/5. Oh, we can just kill it. That works. There we go. Golden Showers decided that was enough. We would give Vigilance to our mana dork, attack in with a bunch just for the fun of it, and then play out one of our red cards just so we don't have it rotting in our hand accidentally. 1 win, 0 losses, and we've got another decent starting hand, 2 into 3, with a couple of combat tricks / removal spells to help protect them. I really do like Spectacular Tactics. I think it is quite versatile. Wonderweave Aerialist. Unfortunately, we don't have a ton of... Oh, they have Fleam? We're dead. We're dead. I concede against Fleam. Can't be blocked whenever it deals combat damage. Connives, but they can also then flip it once they have enough to cast stuff from the graveyard, and it'll have Mayhem. That is absolutely disgusting. We can't even destroy it with our current card. Actually, now we can if they swap. They have Najeela too. I didn't even know Najeela was in this set. This is something else, that's for sure. Let's get down the Free Strider Aces. I also want to start getting aggressive. Our opponent's going to be fixing their 5-color hand deck. Wow. Wow. I bet they first picked Najeela and then just spent the rest of the draft getting things together. That's so funny. Teamer already, just naturally. Wow. Opponent is stacked. Yeah, there we go. Steel Web Surveyor. Nice. Get a basic land. Get that Plains. There it is. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is wild. Our opponent is over here playing 3D chess. A completely different game from us. Wow. I'm stunned. I'm completely stunned. I have no clue what to do. They have, I think they just win. You know, we should have kept up, what's it called, Spectacular Tactics, and then play this post-combat, but that's okay. I am actually kind of excited to see what opponent can pull off here. Yeah. Yep. You can just keep getting in, too. This is nuts. Wooburg on turn 5, hitting all their land drops. Absolutely incredible. At least we can kill Flame. That'll be something. And they no longer get to connive. Okay. I mean, we just do this now, right? While they have the planes up. We don't want them to have any kind of protection spell ready. Let's go to combat. Let's give this... Let's keep chipping in. And let's just get rid of this. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. I don't want to deal with that. I'm sorry, I love Flame here too, but that is a good card, especially... You just get a free 2/2. I guess not, because Mayhem, it would require them to discard something right now, but... A 4/4 Flying Menace is already bad enough. I don't need that. I don't need that in this game. Games, we're fairly tying it up. They can, of course, give Najeela Trample, Lifelink Haste, and extra combat. Wow. Villainous Wrath here? Can get back the Aerialist. I almost wonder if it's better to just get the Storm Soul online. I think it is. That way we can start beating down. We have a hexproof trick as well for it. Gives us the chance, if we draw a land, to then hold up the Spectacular Tactics or to double spell. That's fine. We go for it. They have one card left in hand. Is it going to be a removal spell? I really hope not. I think what we're going to do here is actually just get back the Aerialist and play it out. And we can make this a 3/3 flyer if we need to. They're on the back foot right now. Wooburg. They cast Villainous Wrath when they had a Nagila and a Steelweb Surveyor. I'm surprised they didn't go for any blocks first. Just like, I guess because we were continuously giving it first strike. You would think to try to get a trick out of my hand. I don't know. Maybe that's the start of a new set. This opponent might be silver, but they might just be a stronger player anyway. We're gonna go ahead and play this. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. We do still have to give it. It is not worth. We know they have the Wrath, but I think it's still just best to go here. Let them chump with the 3/3. This does not give indestructible. That's fine. It can't block. Only the 3/3 can block. And they take it. Okay. Opponent's down to 2. We can surprise make a flying 3/3, which is pretty exciting, I think. And they have another trick. Look at this. Opponent fully, do I want to hexproof this? I don't. It's a good card. But whatever they have now, I think we can win next turn. Potentially, they do have the 2/2 blocker, but yeah. Opponent knows that it is useless. This is a bad hand. We have 2 combat tricks, but we don't get a creature down till turn 3. We have so many 2-drops too. I think we have to mulligan that. This is also a bad hand, but it's better. It is better. We're gonna toss away, I think, our red card, just so that we can give ourselves a little bit of a better chance drawing. There we go. A little bit of green. We can see what our opponent starts to play, and I think we'll, depending on it, we're going second, so it's going to be harder to attack in with our 1/1 draw card. But ideally, our opponent will give us that opportunity. I'm going to go for it. It's best case scenario, but, you know, we'll try. Gallant Citizen's cute. Yeah, they've got the 2/2 to block with. That's a shame. That's a darn shame. +1/+1/+0. Fights a creature. When excess damage is dealt, destroy a non-token creature. I am just going to go ahead and get rid of this bot. We're just gonna take it out. Take it out of the sky. This is a 2-mana flyer. Whenever another villain you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on it once per turn. It just gets... I feel like this can get really out of hand, especially in the blue-black deck, which has so many villains. Yeah, here we go. More and more and more. Continuous villainry. Okay, okay. We're taking it slow. We're taking it slow and easy. No attacks. They'll continue to chip in with their 3/3. I'm going to continue to feel bad about it. We have been flooding hard. Should have dropped a land instead of this. I don't know what's going on with the sleeves. This is quite the bug. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it's mostly annoying. Okay, Hemingway, what you got for us? The Bargler. I tried a little bit for some of those achievements. I got a couple. Oh my god, it was taking so much time. I was so bored. It just wasn't worth it at a certain point for me. Yeah, this is unfortunate. We're just gonna cast it normally. Oh, nice. This gets a counter. That's actually kind of fun. They have a trick. It's the -1/-3/3 trick, isn't it? Probably. Okay, well. Next turn, we'll be able to kill one of these. So we're gonna hold. We're gonna take another 3. They have something in hand. They're figuring out what to do with it. We do want to get this to 4 toughness sooner than later because there is the -3/-3 trick in black that we saw last game. Dies, create a treasure token. I don't know how many sack outlets there are in this set. It's a smaller set. It's kind of weird. We're going to see a lot of these cards a lot more often, which is kind of interesting. We'll go ahead and do this. That way they have to act. We're going to get in some decent attacks finally. Do 2 damage here, 2 there. Okay, opponent has not done anything yet. Let's see what they've got. Knife Trick. I think Knife Trick is a sorcery, actually. Okay. They bounce and they kicked. That's fine. They still have this 3/3. However, we have a lot more power and toughness on the board right now. Never mind. They still have this 3/3. Whenever another villain enters, Harlow. We have not picked up... Wow, we got back our Dreadfang before we picked up any of our other fight spells again. We have a spider? We do have a spider. That's kind of cool. I guess I want to attack in here and here, and then we'll have a 6/4. It's clear we have a trick. It's so obvious right now. But opponent's not going to know for sure what we've got. They might let in 6 damage, and then we've got good blockers again, at least. They're down to 1 card. We are on a 3-turn clock, so we do need to start getting aggressive. I think we're okay with this. Well, they've got only 1 mana. We're going to go ahead and get that up in its power toughness. It's funny. I left up the white and then the change. Yep. Get in for 3. Ow. This does not give reach. Does not give reach. It just grows extra arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go down to 1. Wow. Wow. And then they play a creature out. Wow. Look at that. That is quite the move. This Wrath has gotten me twice now. Twice in 2 games. Does everyone just have this Wrath? It's kind of BS, huh? Oh my goodness, did they draw another creature? Oh. It's so brutal. It's so brutal. This is gonna be funny. Let's see if they get a counter spell or something. I don't know. I'll give them a chance. Yep. And destroy. Yeah, anything to hang on. Never give up. Thanks, opponent. Land. I don't think we have a way to filter our draw. No, we do have the Scouring Storm Soul that just returns things back. Yeah, nothing that lets us get rid of a card for another card. Land. The flood is real. Opponent has a trick or something in hand at the moment. Lurking Lizards. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got a blocker. This, of course, gives flying to a creature. So we're still dead. We are still quite dead. Death Touch. They'll be able to give it flying next turn. Won't encounter and flying until end of turn, and this is going to let them look at the top 3 cards of their library. Wow. Pretty good. Pretty good. Happens at instant speed too, huh? Pretty good. Just do it, opponent. I guess wait for my turn, sure. That's gonna be game. They're taking their time though, so we'll go ahead and concede. Ugh. The wrath. Brutal. Alright, we had 1 loss to give, but we are 2-1. Can we get 2 more wins before we suffer 1 more loss? The deck's doing fine. It's, yeah, you know, it's not particularly synergistic in any way. It is just play creature that has decent stats, attack in. Play combat trick in order to attack in better. This is very much a first draft kind of deck where I'm not paying too much attention to the synergies. I don't know how the cards all interplay with each other just yet. I'm just trying to get power and toughness on the board so I can swing in. And another mulligan, which sucks. 3-drop, 3-drop, and web for a 3-drop. This is brutal too, but it is what it is. I think we get rid of Betty Ray because this has to put a counter on a target creature, and we don't have another creature that'll come down. We don't want to give one of our opponents a counters. One of our opponent's creatures counters. Oh, it's crazy that the sliver starts out in a little egg sack. That is actually disgusting. Actually disgusting. I think there's some very cool over crossing like archetypes. Like I'm sure there is like a Simic ETB deck, mob lookouts and in webs and such like and stuff like that. Bant is overarching for in web. I bet there's a lot of good stuff there. Oh, opponent's got a little bit of a Grixis Mayhem thing going on. That's kind of fun. We do have a fun little Arachnologist into Tunnel Web Explorer situation. Let's see if they just kill it. They just kill it. Okay. It was gonna be a little fun, but, you know, opponent wants to spend their removal spells like this. That's fine, too. We'll play a 5-drop on turn 5. Not a great use of mana, but, you know, it is what it is. Do we need double green? I guess we have through the Fearsome Ridgeline, but no. Let's just cast it. Bane marked Leonin. It's a good card. We'll go ahead and grab the red because we have Kazuo in here and we do have technically double green for the Storm Soul. This is a fight. It's so annoying. First strike doesn't matter with a fight, does it? Yeah, I don't think so. Wow, they keep back. Look at me. Gosh, I'm good. Let's get the 6/6 down. They have 3 mana up. What do they have here? I mean, let's do first strike. Let's see what they've got. This is sorcery. Oops. I think we hold back though. Right? What could they possibly have that's particularly good? Do they have another Scorpion Sting? Probably. Which is unfortunate with both of our with our situation. It was a mana inefficient turn, but I'm kind of okay with the direction this is going. Here we go. That's problematic. Villain, a villain, a villain. Hate that. Hate that. But 1/1 counter on another target creature. Okay. I think now we can do this. 5/4. The fight is so annoying. The fact that it fights. So I guess we'll Mothwing Shroud, get rid of the Death Toucher. And we'll attack in. because we have a fight spell as our other removal spell, that Death Toucher is going to be annoying in a few ways. This gets rid of it a bit. The Ozor is annoying, and if they remove this, it's not like they get back anything particularly strong. I'm not going to block. I don't know what you have. It's not worth finding out. Is this another Villainous Wrath? No way. No way. Again, bad mana usage with the multiple green cards in my hand, but still. There's no way you play Villainous Wrath right here. You're surveilling, that's all. You decided you wanted to surveil one. That it would be more mana efficient for you. There's no way. Come on, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, thank God. I was ready for it. You may discard a card if you do put a 1/1 counter on it. I don't want to do this. And then I guess fight doesn't work. It kept up. Suspicious amount of mana. Do I want the 6/6? I don't want the 6/6. I guess let's see how they block. Target modified creature you control gains a lifelink until end of turn. Let's gain a little bit of life. Let's make them want to, I don't know what, double block that? No? They have a trick. They have a trick. Double block. There you go. There you go, opponent. Yeah, okay. Well, it is what it is. I want to get this down. 6/6, that can only be blocked by your 4/5. I'm not, I haven't played these last couple turns particularly good. I want to make that very clear. But this is to a degree on purpose. Not on purpose, but in the sense that I don't feel particularly bad about it. Okay. They now realize they can't block the 6/6 and would take lethal. So now they switch around their blocks. It's so fun watching the opponent just immediate snap block. Oh, first strike's really good. And now they realize, nope, wait, this has to be chumped unless we have a removal spell. And then that means you're also chumping this because I've just got big creatures with good stats coming at you. Gained a little bit of a life buffer last turn. What do they have? Ruzik, food but victorious. This is cool. Upkeep, discard a card, then create a treasure token. I think that's fun. Oh, that was smart. Ooh, opponent played that well. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. They know that was going to happen. They had no clue that was going to happen. They got lucky. They got so lucky. They got so lucky. Does this only work with a target land card? That's brutal. It's actually brutal. I should have given something menace. Oh my god. What a punt. What an absolute punt. Okay, maybe they mess up. Ugh, like I said, have not been playing the last couple of turns particularly well. Yeah, we take 8. We take 8 all day. What you got? What else you got? Uh-huh. When this enters, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Interesting. Enters on tap. Just not bad. Oh my goodness. When something goes back into the graveyard, they're gonna get the 8/8 back, and all these are villains. I punted this game. I can't believe I did this. this. We can put a counter on this. We can kill that. And then they still have 1, 2, 3 blockers, and we still don't have enough damage to go through. I think that's the best case scenario, though. It's like, yeah, I punted. Game's lost. I give up. I give up. We don't have a way to draw cards. No. No. Yep, yep, yep. And then we take 8. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Ah! And we are back. That was something. For those of you who stayed through to the very end, I think the deck could have done a little bit better if I was a little bit more awake, if I was a little bit more familiar with the cards. Oy, oy, oy. Cosmo was great. I really like this card. I think this was one of my picks as just like sleeper. This card is better than I think it looks. Zan, Tunnel Web Explorer did really, really well. It would be great if we had a little bit more in web synergies with it. Principled Referee did fine. A lot of our top end did great once we were able to get there. Here's some Ridgeline. Okay. Nothing to write home about. I loved Scouring Stormstone. I know this is a rare, but oh my goodness, this was kind of a powerhouse. I think it was particularly strong. Perilous Lunge. Eccentric Arachnologist we could have seen better, I'm sure. Free Strider Aces. I like these types of cards in general. I thought this was it did pretty well. Same with Wonderweave, Aerialist, and Gallant Citizen. Lurking Lizards was okay. Spectacular Tactics, another card that I felt like it played really well. The +1/+1 counter came up. Hexproof comes up. Destroy target creature with power 4 greater came up. Just all in all, good. Crime Scene Instructor was fine. It's a very classic type of card. I think it's okay. All in all, deck did fine. It's very nuts and bolts. We play creatures, we play combat tricks, we attack, and it performed fine. Would have done a little bit better with a bit of a better pilot, but you know, sometimes it's how it goes. After all, there are more games to play, strategy to analyze, and unfortunately, work to do. I'm Supreme Verdicts. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You should watch another video. Yeah. Hey, that one right there.